Joy of Satan Ministries, a philosophical exploration of spiritual Satanism. In a world where Satanism is often misunderstood and mischaracterized, Joy of Satan Ministries stands as a unique voice, a movement that redefines the relationship between humanity and the ancient, often maligned deity known as Satan. Unlike atheistic interpretations that see Satan as a mere symbol of rebellion or individuality, Joy of Satan embraces a theistic view. Satan is a literal, powerful being, a god who exists beyond the constructs of mainstream religious interpretations. For adherents, this deity is not an adversary of humanity but a profound source of wisdom, empowerment, and spiritual liberation. At the heart of Joy of Satan's philosophy lies a radical reinterpretation of spirituality. This form of Satanism diverges starkly from traditional narratives that paint Satan as an agent of evil or chaos. Instead, adherents view him as a deity committed to the enlightenment and elevation of the human soul, a creative figure who wishes for humanity to achieve godhood. Here, Satan represents not a force of malevolence but a guide, leading his followers toward a self-actualized, empowered state of existence. Core beliefs: the deity, the doctrine, and the departure from orthodoxy. Joy of Satan's doctrine begins with the acknowledgement of Satan as an actual, sentient being. He is revered not as a symbol but as a god, a figure of immense knowledge, wisdom, and compassion. This Satan does not conform to the Judeo-Christian image of a tempter or destroyer, rather, he is perceived as the bringer of knowledge, a deity who desires nothing more than humanity's spiritual evolution. Followers believe that through rituals, meditations, and direct communication, one can engage with Satan and his pantheon of demons, who are regarded not as fiends but as ancient gods, each embodying various aspects of wisdom, guidance, and power. Their stance on other religions is unequivocal and, indeed, controversial. According to Joy of Satan, mainstream religions, particularly Christianity and Judaism, are seen as oppressive structures designed to keep humanity in spiritual bondage. These religions are believed to have systematically erased or corrupted ancient truths, replacing them with doctrines that limit personal power and insight. Joy of Satan posits that true spirituality, spiritual Satanism, has been suppressed for centuries, and that reclaiming this path leads to a deeper understanding of the self, the cosmos, and the divine. This emphasis on personal empowerment, an often cited cornerstone of Joy of Satan, is tied to the belief that each person has the potential to evolve into a godlike being. Spiritual Satanism, they argue, is about reclaiming this inherent power, rejecting dogma, and fostering direct connections with the divine. Practices and rituals, the path to empowerment. Practices within Joy of Satan are designed to enhance spiritual awareness, deepen one's connection to Satan, and cultivate inner strength. Rituals often involve invocations, meditative states, and symbolic actions, creating a space where adherents feel an intense connection to their deity. A fundamental ritual within this practice is the invocation of Satan, where practitioners call upon Satan's guidance and strength. This is not a casual recitation, it's a focused, intentional act that requires a profound mental state, a merging of one's mind with the divine energy they seek to draw upon. One of the unique aspects of these rituals is their incorporation of Kundalini meditation, a process in which practitioners work to awaken a dormant energy believed to reside at the base of the spine. Through disciplined meditation and visualization, adherents believe this energy can be raised along the chakras, or energy centers, unlocking heightened states of consciousness and spiritual awareness. This ritual, often called the Rising of the Serpent, reflects Joy of Satan's commitment to inner transformation. Here, the serpent symbolizes both personal enlightenment and the unbounded potential within each individual. For adherents, these rituals are not merely symbolic, they are transformative acts, believed to foster real change in the mind, body, and soul. This transformative quality underscores their belief in Satan's role as a liberator, urging followers to break free from limitations imposed by external belief systems and instead embrace an empowered, self-determined path. Symbolism and sacred objects, the power of the inverted pentagram and other emblems. Symbols hold profound meaning in Joy of Satan, acting as focal points for meditation, invocation, and alignment with satanic energies. The inverted pentagram, often misunderstood by the outside world, is a central emblem representing the descent of spiritual energy into the material realm. For adherents, it is not an emblem of opposition, but one of grounding, a way of channeling divine energy into the self. The inverted orientation of the star symbolizes humanity's connection to the material world, a deliberate choice to explore both earthly and spiritual dimensions. Another potent symbol is the serpent, an ancient representation of wisdom and transformation. In rituals, the serpent often signifies the awakening of inner power, a reminder of the potential that lies within each practitioner. Similarly, the peacock and raven are revered as symbols of Satan's beauty and mystery, embodying the complexity of the deity's nature and his role as a guide to hidden knowledge. These symbols are not mere decoration, they are active tools within rituals. Practitioners may use these emblems in conjunction with items like crystals and candles, each infused with intent, to amplify their connection with Satan and his demon pantheon. Through these ritual tools, the practitioner creates a sacred space, a conduit for spiritual energies, and a realm in which one can access a more profound state of empowerment. Historical context: the evolution and influence of Joy of Satan. Joy of Satan's philosophical roots draw upon a fusion of ancient mythologies, particularly Sumerian and Egyptian traditions, as well as Western esoteric practices. Established in the early 2000s, Joy of Satan Ministries positioned itself as a counterpoint to atheistic interpretations, aiming to revive what they believe to be the ancient, true satanic religion. According to their doctrine, Satan is not a new figure but an ancient god who predates Abrahamic religions, having once been known by names such as Enki and Melek Taas. These mythological influences underscore their belief that Satan is not simply a product of Christian mythology but an archetype and deity with a profound, legitimate historical lineage. This sense of historical continuity shapes Joy of Satan's mission, to reclaim and restore Satanism to its perceived original form, free from what they see as centuries of suppression and distortion. Their teachings often challenge mainstream perspectives, asserting that spiritual Satanism existed long before Christianity, which they believe co-opted and corrupted aspects of satanic spirituality. Conclusion: embracing the path of personal power. For followers of Joy of Satan, the journey is one of reclaiming autonomy, wisdom, and strength. In their view, spiritual Satanism is not a rejection of moral values, but a call to deeper understanding, a way to bridge the human and the divine. By engaging in rituals, embracing symbols, and connecting with Satan as a living deity, they believe they access ancient truths and a transformative power that liberates them from societal constraints. Joy of Satan invites adherents to walk this path with conviction, challenging them to expand their potential, redefine spirituality, and honor a God they see as the true guide to enlightenment. It is a call to self-mastery, a journey into the depths of mysticism, and an exploration of the divine that transcends ordinary religious boundaries. For those drawn to this path, Joy of Satan Ministries offers not just a belief system but a radical, empowering way of life, one that honors the complexity of the human spirit and the boundless power within.